Today's episode of This Thing's Got Problems, we figure out what all happened in here during the winter and kind of reopen the shop for spring to get some work done. Like this C10, bunch of loose ends, and I figure out what I'm going to do with this channel. Is it going to remain a how-to vloggy hybrid, or am I going to finally pick a direction and just go with it? I don't know. Why am I holding this? What has happened out here? Nothing good. What a winter. Hello and welcome to This Thing's Got Problems. I'm Eric, and the thing that has problems today is, well, this channel and, well, this epic disaster in here. The channel. What to do about it? I suppose this is my fault, but what has happened, just based off of comments I've been getting since, I guess, the off-season. Because, woo, Southeast Wisconsin. Man, did we get hammered. I have this odd combination of people that want to watch as a vlog. Does that make sense? Just a guy doing some stuff, talking about things, hour-ish type stuff, like what I've done with the truck. And then there's this other group of shut up and work type of, because they're watching for how-tos, the type of people that I want everything, and I mean right now, so I can go do my thing. They don't, they want you to solve their problem, and they want it fast, and they want it in under 3 minutes, and you put an advertisement in there. Whoo, don't even get them started on that. Anger, so much anger for free information. Now, if you're that person that just went, wow, this guy's really rambling on and not really doing anything, well, yep, you all can go, because, I started doing this because I used to be in broadcasting, and I kind of missed broadcasting, and I just thought this was fun to combine a couple of my hobbies together, and I think this is how we're going to roll. If a how-to happens to come out, then it comes out. But to those that are like, oh, I don't like the pacing of this video, I feel like this video could have been half as long, then beat it. I don't care. Go find it somewhere else. Enjoy someone else's stuff. I don't give a shit. This is how we're going to roll. This is going to be just how I want to do it. All right, that's it. So to those in the comments, the ones that have been like, hey, what's going on with the truck? It's like, well, it's been cold. Hang out. We're going to do some stuff. I got a jet out there that's an absolute disaster that's been through brine. Is your state doing that in the winter? Yeah, so we need to scrub on that bad boy. I got some Harley things at work I'm going to do. Is it going to be step by step? Nah, probably not, because y'all piss me off. Your TikTok brains can't process anything over 30 seconds, even less, I imagine. 6 seconds, is that where you cap out, where you need a bunch of jump cuts? My elbow's popping? Yeah, I'm not going to spend every waking moment of my life making jump cuts because you guys can't focus for more than 3 to 4 seconds at a time. So in today's episode, I'm going to get this back together, and I'm going to figure out a new whiteboard thing, righties, all the plans that I will fail to complete this season. But yeah, that's how this is going to go. I got to clean up in here. I got to seam seal that cab over there, because I need that cab, this thing right here, I need on that thing right there, because I need all that underneath there. What does anyone want that for like free? Come get it. I need all that space because I need tools, and I get, as you can see, we're maxed out. So that's it. I think we're going to go more of a laid back, here's a guy in a garage doing a thing. And if you want to watch, welcome, enjoy, kill some time between good shows. You know, when you got nothing else on. Other than that, you know, just, yeah, let's start on what we're going to do this year, because all that, it's been up there so long, I don't think it just dry erases anymore. I'm probably going to need brake clean. Last year sucked. Yeah, hopefully this one goes better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that'll show you how disappointing your accomplishments were the year before. Let's get rid of, okay, hopes and dreams. Okay, bye-bye. So what do we got going on here? We got the Mini. We got the C10. I'm gonna leave that for, we got the Jetta. And probably the Belvedere at some point, but not until I know. So what we're doing, okay, first off, I know we have to, that's right, updates, sure. So we got these rear brakes done. I'd like to get some paint on them calipers before they turn into surface rust. I got to throw some fluid in that, seal it up. This stuff needs to get torqued down. I don't think I can torque that yet until there's body weight on it, so we're going to leave that. I'll crawl under there at some point and be pissed off about it at a later date. We need front brakes because this thing needs to roll. I got some steering that's just kind of cobbled together to hold things straight if I need to roll it, but I need a parts list on that. So I got to spend some money. Love it. Yep. So the C10 need to finish the cab, floors. I got a seam seal and throw some, I guess, some bed liner. I'm gonna undercoat it somehow. Probably the bed liner. What is that stuff? It's like Raptor, Rhino, some type of animal. You can buy it in spray form. I think I'm gonna use that. Yeah, so we'll just say some type of undercoat. And then front brakes. Going to use a disc brake kit that I believe is for like a 71, 72 from LMC truck. Should be easy enough. I think it's like $450, so not bad. It's calipers, the soft lines, and the rotors, bearings. Bearings, you know, it's all Chinese. Bearings will probably go out first 28 miles, so that'll be fun. But we can get that on there, then we can get wheels on there, and then I can, you know, roll this sumbitch, and then I can get the cab on after it's undercoated and seam sealed the rest of the way, and do like a triple check of make sure there's no more bullet holes in the floor pans. Pretty sure I got them all. That was still weird to me. Why? Why are you shooting holes in your floor? Jetta, it's just, as of right now, I mean, unless you want to watch a guy just clean a car. Those channels do exist, though. For some reason. People are watching that. Do you want to watch that? I suspect no, but if you say yes, I used to be a pro car detailer, actually. I'll show you how to do the whole thing if you want to. It's up to you, I guess. What else are we doing? Should probably service and put that Toro snowblower away. No, I don't want to. I already tested the universe by putting my summer wheels on the Jetta, you know, and then this happened. At least someone enjoyed it. Dogs, they don't have to shovel, so they don't care. They just, you know, they do their things. Anyways, no, we're going to leave that right there. Although I do have to, probably should change the spark plug and the oil and stuff in it. But right now, I got to clean this mess. Let's go. like something's going to come out of it. My knee is so mad right now. All right. Cover's actually in pretty good shape. Oddly, it's not all bent and twisted and over torqued. I mean, I'm sure it's still going to leak like hell, and I'm going to have to go back and do this again, which is fine. It's just this garage gets a little damp, so I want to cover this up and have fluid in it. So occasionally walk by and spin her. Those neighbors' dogs. Outside all the time. And I'm putting this on the wrong way. That's fine. Idiot. Nasty. All right, so it's not leaking. Hopefully this is the last time I ever have to be in here. Got the paint hard bar put back on. Track bar? Paint hard bar? I don't know what you call that. Either way, it's on. It's not adjusted, obviously, because, you know, there's not a lot of truck here yet. But, you know, we're good to go on to the next thing. So as I've already said, I really gotta get the cab underneath finished enough to get it on to that right there. So I went to the Harbor Freight. Apparently these are good. I have never tried them. It is 80 grit 2-inch nylon abrasive cup wheels. Also got the other variety from Warrior, which is well, we all know where this is going to be made, right? Oh, yes. It says it right there. Made in China. So make sure you wear glasses because this bad boy is going to come apart. Maximum speed of 4,500 RPMs. So for a drill. This 10K on its lowest setting. That seems fine. So we're probably going to do that because, you know, the size of this versus this. I can get into more places with this. I just ease, just feather on it. Sure. The Harbor Freight's doing their $10 gift giveaway thing when you sign up to be a club member, which I was, and then I bought a bunch of things, and then I didn't buy stuff again because I had it. So I'm like, why am I going to keep going with that? They're giving away drill bits, the kind, we all know the kind, that the moment it hits metal and you try to drill anything, it shatters and throws pieces in your eyes. And I kind of told her that. It's like, listen, there is zero reason ever that I would use those drill bits. And you can't use them. You buy them, they snap, you throw them away because they're $2 and you don't care. And then you move on. And she's like, oh, really? It's like, you had to have heard these complaints. Seeing people with eye patches walking into that place, right? That's what happened. Your things are trying to attack people. It's not good. Anywho's, I'm gonna guess on the quality of this thing, it's probably gonna be about the same. But you never know. I don't know. I haven't been shocked by some Harbor Freight stuff. Yeah, let's give it a shot. So I got to get all this in here cleaned up, and that's what that wire wheel is for. Nylon wire wheel, whatever. I'm thinking of using Raptor as, you know, the undercoat. Apparently it holds up well. So, yeah. Let's get it cleaned up. This is going to be dirty work. You probably don't need to see it, so sure. So this thing seems to be working just fine. It's taken off all the, I threw some temporary primer over the weld seams and everything else just to, you know, because I knew I'd have to say goodbye to it for a little while during the winter and I didn't want it rusting. But yeah, it's taken all that crap back off, and then I just got back with some seam sealer. This, according to the back here, seems to be direct to metal, which I've used some seam sealer before, and I believe it was this brand, and I believe I did all the proper prep, but it's been so long I can't remember. And that was on the top side. So now that I'm going underneath, I like to reread, and it says, you know, use 80 to 180 grit sandpaper for metals and galvanized steel. You know, and if you're going to do fiberglass, if you're doing a boat, 180 to 240 grit. There you go. Should be clean, dry, free from grease, all that good stuff. So you can paint this, but you go over metal first and then paint after. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get under there and start smooshing. And then made another stop for what I was just talking about while I was laying under there. The old Raptor Bed Liner. So this is what I'm going to go with because I don't care what it looks like underneath there. This is going to be a driver. Let's see what we all get when you get the kits. You get a box that's falling apart. We got a roller. It's this is your course. That's a paper cut. Little roller thingy. A fine roller thingy, and a big dented ass can of what I assume is tar. So yeah, there you go. That's what we're gonna go with. This. What else you got in there? Brush for them hard to reach spots. That doesn't look like it would be much help anyways. I also included some of this for those really, really hard to reach areas, like up in the supports, and I'm just going to unload hell, just everything. I don't think there's drain holes in there to clog. I didn't see anything anyway, so that's right. And my research, meaning I typed into Grok, what is the best seam sealer for that gap between the floor pan and the cab corner. I guess the factory had like a massive gap in there, and this is kind of no different with the replacement parts. 3M, it is a 2K 2-part seam sealer that apparently is perfect, bulletproof, never have to worry about it again. That does go over a primer, so you need to clean everything, prime it, and then put that stuff on, and no one had it. So I'm gonna have to order it, and I will do that at another time, I guess. So, all right, the work continues. Damn it. Forgot how loud that is. Very. This moving blanket was a good idea. I've almost made it comfy down here. Okay, that'll be better. So, what had happened was, microphone died. Basically, what we're doing here is we're going to, I had a hole. I don't know why. I don't know why I missed it, but there's a hole in the floor. So we got to fix that before we can move on with doing the bed liner as the undercoating and all that. So I'm hitting play right here underneath that you can't see, and I'll just do some voiceover things, I guess, while I sit here. I like using a Dremel. When it's a very tiny hole, you can get a little bit more precise cut and not have to hack the whole floor apart. So basically, that's what I'm doing. I'm cutting out the hole. I'm gonna make it a square because it's easier to patch that way. I like using the tape method, a little masking tape. You know, kind of push it down a little bit. Marker, that'll give you your basic shape. You know, pull the tape off, and then slap it on some metal. You have your marker outline. Take a little razor blade, cut that out, and boom, there's your shape. Easy enough. Take that same marker, now that you have your shape, outline on the metal, and then you can pull the tape off, leave it on. I don't care, but you know where to cut now. And yeah, there you go. Make sparks fly. Cut out your piece. Take your piece of metal, hold it with a magnet, put it in the hole that you made in your floor pan, and then, you know, start zapping it with the electricity, make metal stick together machine. So I genuinely can't remember where I left off with the videos, but what I've been doing is seam sealing all up and through, you know, wherever I welded. And then I hit it with that Raptor with the roll-on, which is, well, I hate it, and I'll explain why, but I'll give you a visual of kind of what it looks like if you actually care. So obviously this is why I didn't really record while I was doing this, because this isn't the easiest thing in the world to shoot. But that's kind of, you know, that's your finished product. I think I'm going to hit it with one more coat of spray and not the roll-on, because, again, here, let me get off the floor so I can tell you what's going on. Okay, so basically, yeah, effed my knee up. It's been fun. Basically, when you go and use the roll-on style, which it says you can do, you know, you're going to end up with most of it on the floor. I mean, it's fine. It is meant for, you know, all this, and, you know, you can push bars, running boards, panels, all the floors, you know, so yes, it's fine for that, but when you fight gravity, this stuff is kind of loose. It is not as thick as you think it is. So you gotta hit it with the foamy pad, which I had to go get some more because it immediately starts eating it, but these are $5 from Ace, so you can get replacements. Hit it with this first lightly, just get her in there. And then apparently, if you want the texture, you come back with this grainy sumbitch right here. I don't personally care, because underneath the truck, and you know, it's a driver. So because it's $100, I insisted on using what I could to coat what I could upside down neck. You know, when you hold your own dumb head up straight, it's fine, but the moment you're like, this is gonna burn all night. But under the truck, I was using it as much as I could just to use it. And then I came back with this guy, which I bought 2 more cans because I want to hit another coat on there. And yeah, so that's how that's gonna go. And I guess really the only way to show you what the rolling actually does, I think an inner fender. I might just show you an inner fender. I got those in the basement or something. Yeah, they ain't out here. So I'll have to look for that. And I mean, they've only been in a fire. It was hot enough to melt the heads off the engine that came out of this truck. So I'm sure they're not warped. It's probably okay. Whew. So when I say this shit was in a fire, yep, it was absolutely in a fire. So get you one of these, that's right there, and just, you know, you just dig on it, you just go at it, as much as you can, just breathe it all in. It's probably good for you, iron and minerals and stuff, and you face hole. Probably alright. Yeah, this is pretty solidly warped. So yeah, I'm probably going to use it because cheaper. And I'm realizing I want to do the rest of this out there where my neighbors can also enjoy it and I'm not filling this entire place up with dust. So I'm going to show you, the Raptor stuff because that's what we're doing in this video. Just around here. And then I'll do the rest later. So I sprayed down that little section with some rust killer, that stuff that turns it purple. It's supposed to, I don't know what it does. And it's so humid that it's probably going to take 6 years to dry. And then I'm looking around at the floor, that's rusting, so that's how damp it is in here. Then it occurred to me, I'm going to put some coating on the firewall. Why don't I just show you how this stuff works on that, where it's easier and not that thing. So let's do that instead. These that's it. Yeah, it takes some doing to get into this can. So let's get that open. I don't know where my prying screwdriver is. Never find anything. You're gonna want gloves. This stuff, as you can imagine, it gets around. It's so humid, it's just sticky and weird. Good enough. Oh yeah, soup is on. Just self a stirring stick. And I would mix this around for like 2 minutes. Only because the cans say 2 minutes, and I mean these cans, anyways. And I really have nothing else to go on. This is too much to read. I'm not gonna, that's too much. I'm not gonna do that. What is with the tuning import, guys? Why the pop 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 pop. I guess I'm old, I'll never understand it. Okay, so dip your foam in there. Don't worry about getting it, saturate it a little bit, I guess, but it's gonna go where it wants to go. And just watch it all fall. Yep, see, I like to get it started a little bit, and then, no, this is, see what I mean? This is definitely, it says bed liner, so you'd be working with gravity. This is the worst. I don't like painting things in a house with a roller. I don't like brush painting stuff. I don't know where that's going. Just, this is really it. You can go light on the first coat, apparently. That's what it says. And then you let it dry a little bit and you can come back with some more. And apparently you can go thicker. And yeah, and then immediately stop. If you keep going, trying to get a certain texture, it will start pulling it back off until you let it dry a little bit. So that's really all there is to this stuff. Like I said, it seems like a good product. It's just, it's a freaking mess if you're not actually using it in the bed of a truck. It seems like it's definitely, like it coats all right, covers well. I kind of try to scratch on it a little bit on the stuff that dried yesterday, and it seems durable enough to use as an undercoating. So yeah, I just do like little dabs. Just get her started. Make sure you smack your hand into it a lot. You know, put your own touch on it. So when the next guy is like, what is this handprint doing here? You know, you'll be a permanent part of that vehicle. Oh, yep, see, I let it sit too long. Now it won't roll out. You also have to be quick. Much quicker than I'm being. That's kind of it. You want to get a little closer? Get it started. And she'll roll. Some people might find this satisfying. I am not one of those people. Again, I hate house painting because I'm awful at it. So anything with a roller just reminds me of it, and I just want to just let my wife do it instead. I should have pulled that clip off. But here we are. I'll hit that with the spray can. I'm not wearing a hat. That explains it. Felt wind on my baldness. So, alright, I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll bring you back here to show you what that looks like when it's done. Alright, get out of here. So these things will disintegrate on you, just so you know. And they'll start leaving little, well, can't even take that off, little bits of foam all over your stuff here. I don't know how they expect one of these to cover an entire truck bed, but that's all that comes in the kit. And I got just this, and this one's coming apart. And it's not like the one that came with the kit is any better than the Ace Hardware Store version. I think they're the exact same thing, honestly. So keep that in mind. Either just keep changing these things out, or do what I'm about to do and spray it. Just spray. I mean, it's like 20-something bucks a can. I'm going to use this gallon because, goddammit, I paid for it. So I just, you know, I don't know where yet. Inside? Does the insulation with the sticky side and the shiny side that like AMD sells, does that stick to this? Huh. I'm gonna use it somewhere though, because I'm cheap and that can was $100. Actually, yeah, the inner fenders. If I did the top and bottom of those, that'll probably use most of that can up. Maybe I can get under the bed too. I don't, the wheel wells anyways. That'll do it. That'll make me feel better about spending that money. But yeah, if you guys are gonna do just undercoat your whole rig with it, I would spray. It's gonna be way easier on you. This stuff's kind of sloppy. And if you have a garage floor you actually care about, whereas mine, I can't wait till this whole place comes crumbling down so I can claim the insurance, get a new garage. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Anywho's, all right, rains came, had to shut the door. What am I doing? I forgot. Spray can, that's right. I've been huffing too many fumes. So you get a pretty decent finish out of the roller. But I'm gonna, you know, sort of speed things up a bit now. And here we are. It's about, I don't know, honestly, I don't know if you can see the texture, but it's pretty good, actually. Now, why didn't I go higher? Well, I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. I don't know if I got a weld, I don't want to, rubber or whatever this is made of, start fires and stuff. So no, of course, it's not perfect, but what has been accomplished is now that cab is in a position to get the hell out of that spot and get put on that frame over there once I get some front brakes and some wheels ordered. I got to figure out back spacing. Guys, 67 to 72, C10 people, 17s is what I'm going to run. Lowered 4 in the rear, 2.5 in the front. Backspacing math. What do you recommend? I don't want it so sucked in like a farm truck, but I don't need it like dead even with the fenders either, because I don't want, crap getting slung up on the paint. What there will be of it anyways. Just something, just a little bit modern stance, but not crazy. Comments? Sure, why not? All right, I think that's gonna be it. So, Raptor, couple notes. The further away you are with the spray can, the finer the texture will be. If you like your soup chunky, get up on it. And if you like it, kind of just looking like just a flat textured finish, which that's what I prefer because it just makes things look new, I guess. Get a little bit further away. Whatever you would do with a spray can, pull it back like 4 or 5 inches. Honestly, that much. It seems weird in your brain when you're that far away, when you're trained to do whatever. Do this. Ease back. And then, it's got some range. It'll shoot. So, just for a little note there. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for liking and subscribing and all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time. All right, bye.